For this video, I'm going to do something a bit different. I'll be showing you my process of figuring out how to approach practicing this etude after seeing it for the first time. This etude always makes my students do a double take when it comes to tempo. Have you ever watched two different performances of the same piece that are drastically different tempos? Sometimes it's obvious why a younger beginner might need to take a slower tempo to get a solid performance, and it's clear why an advanced player takes a faster tempo since they're able to meet the composer's demand for fluid technique. But how do we determine what tempo works for both the music itself and for our personal level of ability? Here's my process to find the perfect tempo for you. Number 1, look at the description. Allegretto. You can find tempo charts on many different websites for reference to this. I even have one engraved on the back of my metronome. Number 2, look at the meter. This etude is in 3/8, which means there are 3/8 per measure. This meter can be confusing because it's commonly conducted two different ways, in 3 or in 1. Try each option with your tempo. Sing the first measure in 1 at dotted quarter equals 120. Da 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 da. A little fast, right? Now sing the same thing at 8th note equals 120. Da 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 da. That feels very natural. So let's choose to feel this one in 3. If it helps you to write out where the beats of the metronome in 3 will line up with the music for the first couple measures, do it. Number 3, subdivide. Let's do an exercise. For now, turn on your metronome to 120 and choose a comfortable note. Let's say middle F. Since we're playing in 3, play 1 note per beat for a few measures with the metronome. That's the 8th note, since we're in 3/8. Now, play 2 notes per beat. That's the 16th note. Now, play 4 notes per beat for 1 beat. That's the 32nd note. To avoid getting really exhausted playing constant 30 seconds, I usually play 4 notes on beat 1, followed by 1 note for beat 2, and 1 beat of rest on beat 3. It should sound like this. Now, review. 2 notes per beat. 1 note per beat. 4 notes per beat. Does this tempo feel comfortable? Are you able to get all your notes to sound clearly articulated? If not, take the tempo down. If it feels too slow, kick it up. Number 4, applying the tempo to the notes. Now that we've got the tempo in our heads, we're going to start applying that speed to the music without a metronome to start. Play the dotted notes in the etude straight, with no swing feel, as if they're straight 16th notes, 2 notes per beat. Focus on getting all the notes right and keep the tempo steady. Number 5, playing rhythms accurately. Review that subdivision we did in step 3 with the 30-second notes with a metronome at 120. Now, put on your metronome with that exact subdivision of 4 notes per beat, with the accented first note to show where the beat is. I have a setting on my metronome that does 16th notes, so we'll use that. Play the dotted 16th 30-second rhythm on one note, placing the 30-second note precisely on the last note of the 4 you hear on your metronome. Do you feel the urge to rush and place this note early? Are you waiting too long to play this note, making it even shorter than it should be? Knowing your tendency will help you keep the rhythm steady when you play it without a metronome. Now, keep the metronome on this rhythm and play the etude as written, placing each note like you did before. Number 6. Triple versus duple. One skill that impresses me immediately in young musicians is the ability to play dotted rhythms obviously different from broken triplets. My best advice to achieve this? Think of triplets as written inside the same beat. Dotted rhythms are always written as if the short note at the end is part of the next beat. Make sure you subdivide each one, but specifically lead the dotted rhythm into the next beat to show the difference. This etude challenges you with both dotted rhythms and triplets. Remember to subdivide, and you'll be a pro at figuring out rhythms you've never seen before.